Welcome or welcome back to the 8th concession. My name is Natalie. It is August. August is marching on, and this is the time of year where I start to get just a little bit overwhelmed and a little bit panicked. The harvest is coming in, which is wonderful. That's what I work for. That's what we work for as gardeners, is to bring fresh, healthy produce into our house. However, it all seems to come at the same time. And of course, we have a full life here. We have family, we have other obligations. We've got birthday parties and beach days and projects we're trying to do. And then the harvest comes in. So I have to get on top of this, otherwise I'm going to lose sleep because I don't want it all to go to waste. So as you saw, I have harvested the onions. That's fine. They just need to dry. And although we've had now some unsettled weather, a little bit of rain here and there, I have to drag them in and out of the red room. That's fine. But there are other things in the garden that I don't want to go to waste. So over the next week, this is not all going to happen today. Over the next week, I am going to be processing as much of the produce that is ready now as I can. So I need to start with, I have some big zucchinis that I picked before the plants died, and they've been sitting downstairs where it's cool, and I really want to make some zucchini bread and freeze it before it goes bad. Then I have slicing tomatoes starting to pile up on my kitchen counter, which is a wonderful problem to have. Those of you who've been following me know that the last couple of years I have not had good tomato harvests. I was able to freeze some last year for soup, but that was it. This year, I think I'm going to get both types of tomatoes in a decent amount. So slicing tomatoes and the sauce tomatoes, the plum tomatoes. So right now, the slicing tomatoes are the ones that are ripening. So I want to freeze some of them for soup, the ones that we're not eating fresh, which are delicious. And then the plum tomatoes are a little bit behind. So as they come in, I'm probably going to can them. But that won't be today. The leeks need to be pulled. I'm terrified I'm going to pull these big, beautiful leeks and find nothing but bug damage. So I want to get the leeks done as well. Then the peaches on my peach tree are ready to be picked. I've had some right off the tree. They are delicious, but I don't want them to go to waste either. So I want to can some of the peaches. That was a big hit last year. I was canning them in a light syrup and it was lovely. They tasted great. They were nice and firm. So I need to do that as well. What else? The beets. I haven't even looked at the beets. I don't even know how big or small they are. I usually like to pickle my beets when they're really small little balls. I think they're just nice and sweet that way. But I think they've grown beyond that. And I didn't have very many this year. If you remember, I had to replant 3 times because the rabbits kept eating the little shoots. So the ones that did grow, I've let grow to full size because I need more beets in order to can the beets. I think that will be later in the week as well. What else is coming? Oh, and then I've been gathering, the cucumbers did not do well this year. There have been a few. I've been collecting them in the fridge. I'll probably just get a single batch of sweet pickles for Craig done this year, not even a batch and a half. I'll be lucky if I get a batch's worth of pickles out of that. So that has to wait until I collect a few more and hope that the ones in the fridge don't start going bad on me. What else do I have? Well, that's enough. That's enough for this week. And hopefully I can get all that done and I'll bring you along with me. Perhaps there's something else I'll do as the week goes on and I see it's ready in the garden. But I better get to it. I'm starting with the zucchini. not the only one working hard today. Okay, I'm a little shell-shocked. If you recall my picture from last year, and I think the year before when I picked peaches, I got a basket full and I was so excited. I have tripled the harvest this year. That's unbelievable to me. I'm not sure how many jars of canned peaches this is going to make, but I think there's going to have to be some in my farm stand because we can't possibly eat all these or can all these. What a wonderful bounty. So it's the end of the week. Did I get everything done that I wanted to get done in terms of preserving the harvest from my garden? No. You know how it is. Life gets in the way. We had other things to do, birthdays to celebrate, little trips to go on, and in the end I ran out of week. However, I've decided I'm not going to focus on what I didn't get done, and instead I want to focus on what I did get done. So let me show you. So here we go. On the left we have 2 bags of frozen sour cherries for pies. Then on the left in the middle there are 6 bags of chopped leeks for soups and stews. At the back left are 4 bags of diced tomatoes, again for soups and stews. At the very back are 10 pints of canned peaches. And to the right there are 5 bags of frozen peaches. I found that I waited a bit too long with the peaches this year and they were very soft. They're delicious for eating, but for canning I like them a little firmer. So anything that was really soft I actually chopped up so I can make peach pies out of the frozen peaches. And then in the front we have 8 loaves of zucchini bread. I have 2 with walnut, 2 with chocolate chips, and 4 loaves of snickerdoodle zucchini bread. I will link those recipes below. I'll also link below how to can peaches. It's really quite simple. and I did that on a previous video, so I'll put them in the description. But I am really, really happy with what I managed to get done. So there you go. I still have lots to do in the garden. I didn't get around to the plum tomatoes because I'm going to can them, and by now there's a ton more to pick, which is great. I still have to do the celery, which is another chop and freeze day, which is fine. The beets need to be pickled, and I need to check on my peppers to see if any of them are ready for harvest. Other than that, I think some of the celery root is still out there, but that can stay right until the frost. It will make it a bit sweeter. I have to harvest the peas, but you know, it's not bad. And you know what? There's always another week. And there's always more to do in the garden. So let's give ourselves some grace that we aren't machines, that we do what we can with the time that we have, and that we enjoy what we're doing, and we get to enjoy what we've grown. And that is what I'm going to keep the focus on this week, on this windy day. Bye for now.